Guys, welcome back to Vibration Analysis Part 2. In this tutorial, we will learn about the model time history vibration analysis and we will learn about the time response analysis. So first of all, let me give some review about the part 1 of the vibration analysis. If you haven't watched the part 1, I will provide the link in the description. Go and watch the part 1 of this vibration analysis because this part 2 is linked with the part 1. So in the first part, we have deal with harmonic analysis, which was frequency response analysis. We have solved this problem. We haven't applied any excitation force in the part 1. So in this part, we are going to deal with the model time history analysis, which is also known as time response analysis. So let me explain you what is time response analysis. A time response analysis is used to model events of a short duration. A typical example would be analysis of structure vibration due to an impact load or acceleration applied to the base. So this is the short time analysis or sudden impact or sudden force analysis. We will see the displacement and stresses with respect to time. So this is the problem we are going to solve. So let's start. So we have the same geometry we have solved in part 1. This is a part with mass of 10 kilogram and this is the base. So in this, as we are going to see the time response, we will apply the sensor here. So we can see the time response analysis of displacement or stresses at this vertex. So for that, go to add sensor and select simulation data from here. Select workflow sensitive and select the vertex on which you are going to apply the sensor. Select OK. Now go to SolidWorks add-ins and start SolidWorks simulation tab. So after enabling SolidWorks simulation tab, we have this simulation tab here. Go to new study. So in the previous analysis, we have solved frequency analysis and now we are going to use linear dynamic model time history analysis from advanced simulation. So select OK from here. So in the previous analysis, we have applied the connector known as spring, and in this analysis, we are going to apply the spring with damper. So again, select this vertex and this vertex to make the spring. So we have the spring value of we have spring stiffness value of 400 Newton per millimeter, and we will convert it in Newton per meter. It is 4 lakh. So now we are going to apply the damping coefficient, which is 200. So let me show you from where I have get this. So as we have the formula of critical damping is equal to under root k of spring and mass. So it is the 4000 value. So we are going to define as 5% of critical damping. Therefore, we are going to enter 200 Newton second per meter. So our spring damper connector is ready. Select OK. Now again go to fixed geometry, fix your base and go to fixed geometry and select advanced from here. Go to on cylindrical faces, select this face and enable the circumferential rotation and give it the 0 value. We are just going to see the radial and axial distance. Select OK from here. Now we will apply the force, which will be our excitation force. So I will show you how to apply the force with the time limit. So I am applying the force to this face. Give the value of 1000 Newton. So now enable edit. So now enable curve from here. Go to edit. Give the value of 0 here and give the value of 0.03 as the end time. Give the amplitude 1 and 104.75. You can see we are select OK from here. If you want to view the graph, you can see that the 1000 Newton force is maximum at approximately 0.015. So our force have been applied. Select OK from here. Now we will go to create mesh. We are simply using default mesh here, like this. Now we will give the value of damping. So we are just using one frequency, and in result we will get the one mode shape, and the damping ratio is 0.05 because we are going to use 5% of critical damping. Select OK from here. Now go to properties of the analysis, model time history analysis, and give the number of frequency 1, give the starting point 0, give the end point of 0.3, and give the time increment of 0.001. It means that when you will divide 0.3 with 0.001, we will get 300 steps. So we are going to solve it with in the 300 steps. Select OK. So now I have applied the boundary conditions, fixtures, external load, damping. Now what we will do is we will go to the result options, and from locations of graph we will select the workflow sensitive sensor. Select OK from here, and make sure that in the solver you have select automatic solver selection from here. Select OK. Now simply go to the run this study. So now you can see that our solver has been solved and we have got the result of stress and displacement. So if you want to see the animation, select animate from here. So wait while it is going to make the frames. So you can see the animation from here that it is displacing and oscillating upward and downward. So select OK from here. Now the main purpose of our tutorial was to define the response graph. For that, go to results and select define response graph from here. So now you can see that we have the predefined location. We have defined location. We have where we have defined the sensor. So select predefined location from here. We are going to see the displacement with respect to time. So we are going to see the y displacement. Select OK. So we have this graph. As you can see that the displacement of upward and downward is showing, and with respect to time the displacement is increasing. So this was the time history graph using model time history vibration analysis. As you can see in this animation that when the sudden force of 1000 Newton impacted on this face, it displaces so much. But with respect to time, as the time is increasing, the displacement is coming down. So thank you for watching. Keep supporting and keep sharing our channel.